transfers over here. Yeah, okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. All right, awesome. I think everything's working. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, I just got your notification that you're live.
Okay. Well, I see a thing here. Like when I go live over here. So there's this there's like this built-in delay. There's always the delay. You never are really live.
Yeah,
Um,
I know.
um, I wonder if that's a special function they slipped in there for that reason.
Well, yeah, because they need to be able to censor the feed, like,
Yeah, but
you know, so that.
there's not a motherfucker that's watching this show. I mean, on YouTube. I mean, and these other shows and these other things because I mean, we could spend one night going through all of the crazy stuff on YouTube. Howdy, Bardo, and it, it it is just bonkers, man. I tell you what, if there is a person like that, this clap is for you. Okay, if there's a guy that's out there looking at every YouTube video that pops up and checking it and having the finger on the button to stop it in case they say something that they're not supposed to, I'm clapping for you because man, there is some batshit stuff out
Didn't
there.
you know Karen's procreating like rabbits?
Run that by me again. That didn't equate in my tiny brain.
Karen is
Karen.
multiplying like rabbits.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I heard
And now
I
you've
heard the
got, I think
rabbit.
it's
I heard the
Chad,
rabbit thing, and then I heard multiply, and then I heard something else.
procreate.
Procreate, yeah. So there was a lot that went through my head there for a moment.
Yeah, that's why I changed it up. Uh,
But yeah,
but
let me figure out where my other controller is. All right. Hello, cruel world. All right. Guess what, guys? For anybody that don't know, tonight is a semi sort of open mic video game night. Are you shitting me? You guys don't have the. What do you mean you don't have that Coca-Cola can? Dude, you're not across the pond. You're over in fucking Washington, man. Are you serious? You don't have this. You don't have this one. By the way, this is not a Coca-Cola sponsorship. And I don't recommend you drinking Coke.
I love Coke.
You will be crazy like me and him.
Well, you gotta be a little bit of crazy to drink cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, that's the difference between Coke and Pepsi. Is Coke has cinnamon in it, and Pepsi's just nothing but fructose.
I don't think so. I don't think it's there's not cinnamon
Yeah,
in there. I mean, I've done taste tests and I've done side by side and man my fat
I
ass has
can tell the
drunk
difference.
a lot of sodas. I cannot tell the difference in them. Um,
I can.
but before I forget though, anyone coming in the stream tonight is about video games. We're going to talk about them openly, but the reason this come together is because, of course, I've been doing a thing about GTA and are going to and talking about it. Seem to be talking about it more and more since it's getting released. Everyone online bitching about it, and one way or another, they're happy or not happy, or they had to wait too long, or the other form of Karens, I guess you would say. But they're still going to play it, just like I'm going to play it. But everyone's talking about the violence and stuff in it. They're not talking about the other stuff that I was informed about today, and that nobody online is even talking about. Rockstar has a certain knack for putting conspiracies and weird shit in their video games. They did it with Dead Red, both of them. They did it with the other GTAs. You know, you can go hunt down UFOs and shit if you want to. Um, but tonight, you're going to hear about some of the myths and urban legends and cryptids that is in GTA 6 as we go along. Plus, I managed to get all of the patents they filed, and this isn't the first game they filed patents for, but they filed some interesting patents during the development of GTA 6, and the whole thing is unlike anything we have ever seen. We like I said, this will be a defining point in video game history again. And if you go back, you know, you'll hear someone saying the same thing, maybe even me, when we was talking about GTA 5. But actually, I like Sam's Cola, you know, from Walmart. I've got where I like it quite a bit. I think Tuck muted his mic again.
No, I'm sitting here. I'm just listening to you go.
I figured you'd have something to say about Sam's Cola.
No, Sam's Cola. I don't care. I mean, now all the value sodas taste the same. You could tell that there's a little bit more of the fucking acid in one versus the other, but not by much. If I'm gonna drink, what was it, Dr. Thunder and all that?
Oh no,
was that,
Dr. Thunder sucks. It does. I mean, what? All right, see, my old lady, she loves Dr. Pepper, and well, middle of the month, you know, we buy Sam's Cola normally. Well, we used to get our own syrup and we'd make our soda. I mean, because we drink a lot of soda. I drank anywhere from a gallon to a gallon and a half of fluid a day. So I mean, I drink a lot of shit, and you know, coffee and soda and water and everything else. I like how my body floods out. How do I unhide a message? I'm not sure. I don't see the message hidden over here. I mean, I could unhide it. If someone says something, I'm not sure. I don't see unhide on my end. Normally, in my administrative thing here, like if you've hit a message, then I can see it, and then I can fix it or something. But I don't see anything over here. All I see is messages from you. If someone else is trying to say Heidi, let us know. We may have made a booby. But anyway, yeah, I don't see any over there either. That's weird too. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think soda. But anyway, we got Dr. Pepper, and of course she likes Dr. Pepper, and then they didn't have Dr. Pepper, so we had to get Dr. Thunder. And well, we ran out of cola, and I couldn't go to the store, and we had all that Dr. Thunder here, and I started drinking it, and it's good cold, but it really sucks. It does, especially if you drink a lot of stuff like I do. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like Dr. Thunder. I mean,
dude, I at the height of I actually I posted on Facebook years ago when I had my business. I had like 30 bottles of Coke lined up on the wall, and I put a caption: 99 bottles of Coke on the wall.
You know the difference between a red cap Coke and a yellow cap Coke?
Yellow cap has the what is it, like the cane sugar in it or something?
Yep. It tastes a lot better too.
I don't know. I've never actually found the yellow cap.
Have you ever had Mexican Coca-Cola?
Yes, I've even had Mexican Corona.
Okay, if you've had Mexican Coca-Cola, did you like it as good or better than regular Coca-Cola?
It tastes like the old bottles.
That's that sugar.
No, it's like okay. So like when I went to 7th Street Burger, They have the, from the 1960s, the bottles of Coke, and like it's a throwback shit. But yeah, that is what it tastes like in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, we try. I like. If it comes around, I try to get the yellow caps because I like the yellow caps. If you ever see a yellow cap, you know,
I'll give it a shot.
yeah, give it a shot. I mean, a cold yellow cap, man. Oh God. You'll know why the Jews do it. I mean, because that they do that for the Jews. They do that for
Oh,
because like they can't have uh, corn, sugar, whatever. It's not kosher. So they like one special time of the year they have Coca-Cola and they have to have the sugar kind. So um, it's fucking awesome. It is. Um, I think it's better than the Mexican Coke, but everyone tells me the Mexican Coke and the yellow cap's the same thing. So
yeah.
the Mexican stuff has the cane sugar and that has the cane sugar in it. But I mean, like I said, cane sugar stuff I think tastes better overall than um, uh, the regular stuff we drink. But I don't know. It's all we got. So.
I prefer my Coke in a glass of ice or in a can.
Well, honestly, what I like to do, three things. Well, two things. Of course, I gotta have it in the refrigerator. Um, my son likes it hot sometimes, though. But if I have a spring, like a water spring, like spring in the woods country type thing, I like to put my Coca-Cola in there with the watermelon and have it that way. It gets so fucking cold. Um,
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
now,
Yeah, you gotta get that in the fall though, or in the early spring.
oh, we get it in summertime out here. Water stays cold in the ground. I mean,
Oh, you're
that
lucky.
I mean, that's what we used to do. We used to put our beer in the springs, and it'd be super cold, always cold. Um,
Man, I'm jealous because I you can't during the summer. I like the heat, but I hate the fucking fact that my water is never as crisp as it is during the fall and winter.
yeah, I mean, we used to. And the other thing I like to do is take my Coke or my canned drinks, and I'll put like two in the freezer, and get it right to the point where it's about to freeze, and then drink them.
Oh, it's slushy.
Oh yeah. Well, right before it's a slushy, right, like seconds before it turns into a slushy. That is when
Hey,
it's best.
so what are these patents that fucking GTA did?
Okay. Well, there's a few of them. I mean, and I mean, it's best to just go down them because okay, you got to keep in mind when they make a video game, they either use an engine or they do whatever, but when they really figure out something, they make a patent, and the patent describes like the weird shit they're doing in the video game, and this is what makes the video game unlike anything we've ever played on this fucking planet. And they set up a system and a method for virtual character locomotion. Rather than having fixed animation for every action, like walk, run, crouch, and shoot, the system uses a modular, data-driven animation building block, which means it makes it like me and you when it's moving around in the video game. It looks like me and you. You get one.
Okay.
So it makes it really weird. It gives them the abilities to dance and like to snap when you actually hit them or shoot them. It's a single fluid result. A character
So
walking.
then they're making it more realistic that when you blow somebody's brains out, it really
Oh
splatters.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's almost unnatural. The other
Almost.
almost yeah. I mean, you still it's still a video game because you're still looking at it, you're still playing it unless you immerse yourself to a point you're not. I mean, And the other thing, there's a system and a method for a virtual character animation using motion capture, which means you can record a cat. Okay, you can go into the video game, pick up a video camera, and or a cell phone, and record somebody, and capture it, and then load it into social media in the game.
Okay, now that's fucking cool.
So, like what we're doing here, like you can go on there and like, hey, this is Dumbass's, fucking podcast, and I mean, wow. I mean, this is, everyone's bitching about this game being $100, but everything they put into it. I mean, some games, the Sims 3 or whatever, the new Sims, it's fucking $320. I'm not go ahead, I'm sorry.
You said $320?
Yes, that's the Sims. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have two. It's two prices.
Well, the Sims you can play forever. GTA, how long can you play that for before
you're going to get over 5,500 hours for $100?
Okay, so now you're basically paying by the hour.
Well,
sounds like a call girl to me.
Well, there's call girls in there, man.
Ooh, can you do real things with them?
I don't know. I mean, I see these things. I know. I mean, like these are the patents they filed for. There's a whole bunch of them here. They filed the patents. This is what they're what's making the game interesting and everything else, and the groundwork behind what we're doing and seeing and playing and interacting and things like that. But like the actual in-content stuff, we don't know. I mean, we've seen like some video and stuff here and there, but not much because they kept a lock on it. I was surprised I got what I got today about the urban legends, the myths, and cryptids. Oh yeah, and hauntings. There's a fucking haunting in the game.
A haunting?
A haunting.
Wow.
Like the only other game I seen, unless it was a game that was specific for like haunting type things, like ghost hunts and shit like that. The only game that I saw like that was this one that you actually were a ghost hunter, and then Fallout 76. There's a place you can go on there and they're like ghosts and shit, but it's kind of cool, but it's not immersive. But I mean, this is going to be like. I mean, you're doing all this stuff. You're pretending to be in real life. It's taking place in a fictional version of Florida. They got another name for it. I can't remember. I got it written down here. And you're getting immersed in it, and like all the characters. I swear to God, they just drove around with a vehicle and 3D printed people in Florida because it looks just like Florida. I mean, every single bit of it. Everything.
I just saw the Google, the Google car. I don't know if it was a Google car or if it was another type of service that's doing it, but it's been mapping this area I've been seeing the car for the last week. Maybe they're using it from just like using the footage from that.
I mean, they could be. Now, see, I was told once before, now this was before I knew about this or anything like this, and a while back, I knew about the Google cars. I knew about the Apple cars. We had an Apple car pass through here, and we had a Google car pass through here several times. There was one time I was standing out in the yard in my underwear, and...
Did you make it? Did you become famous?
I'm not sure. I mean, it wasn't intentional. But it happened. Like I said, I don't know if it was like, I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, like I said, we know about them when they come through, and we know about them when they're in the area. But there was another one we didn't know, and we were told that it had something to do with video games. And what they did, they drove around and they scanned environments to use in video games. That's that's one of the ways they got the scans for Fallout 76 and like a few like Modern Warfare and Call of Duty maps. So you know they're out there. I mean it's not a impossibility. Now there's also body type adaptive animation, which see in one of the things about GTA you can like customize your characters and stuff, and one of the problems that's with all games that kind of sometimes
my character big boobs or
you can. I mean, but what I'm trying to say is like if you're playing a game and it's not counter specific and like you want to see them things jiggle, well it's not going to happen. But in GTA you're going to see them jiggle. they literally filed a patent for it.
That dear God, fucking smacking ass and watch it jiggle right that way.
Well, on one of the videos it shows you going by with a webcam and you're recording outside a window and you're on the strip down there in Florida. Well, whatever you want to call this place. I'm calling it Florida because that's
you're
what it is.
You're in Miami, right?
Yeah. Well, you got most of Florida you can interact with.
Oh fuck! Really? So you go all over the state?
It's a massive interactive map. But you know, like, and that's what I'm saying is with all of this, with all the patents, with everything running, it's just.
Dude, I want to play this.
You know, and I mean, like, there's this one scene you're and this was in-game footage. You know, your guy or whatever, or somebody, or the girl, she's holding the camera outside, her cell phone. And there's this woman on the back of on the vehicle, and the other ones are driving up, and she's back there twerking, and I mean you can basically see everything. I mean I'll send you some videos, and your mouth's gonna drop.
Ooh.
I mean,
you know what? We need to make sure these 14-year-old boys are prime. They're waiting until 27 to lose it now.
I mean, I was serious when I said that. I don't know if I said it online. I think I did last night, but you're gonna see all of the crazy people, Karens and stuff, come out of the woodwork when this game drops. I mean, yeah, they're going back to the old stuff, man.
You realize most of that was funded by the Catholics, right?
Well, some of it was. Some of it was funded by people who didn't. I mean, there was some of that stuff come out of fucking Salt Lake too.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
I mean,
they tried. They actually have a lot of pull in California, and there's a couple of bills that they got passed that really fucks everybody. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, the Mormons have a really big control over the West Coast.
Now, there's another patent they filed. They filed 2 generations of it, which means in the game, as you progress along, you'll get 1 generation and then you'll get a 2nd generation. Now, I'm going to read it to you, and you tell me what you think it is. A system and a method for virtual navigation in a gaming environment.
Is that for a headset?
No.
Like an Oculus?
No. That's for the game.
Okay. But it's interactive, which means you have to have some sort of motion sensor.
No. The game, you're moving around, you're sometimes you're walking, sometimes you're in a car, sometimes you're doing other shit. But because there's cell phones and stuff like that, in order to keep the methodology real, you know, cell phones have GPS, so you can go to a cell phone and you can you know, type in an address and get a map. You know, so this thing that they basically put GPS, a real working GPS within the system of the game, and it's the neural networks are trained on on data like that makes. Well, it applies to the NPCs as well. Like, you know how most games the NPCs are just kind of there and just doing whatever. You know, like they're just, you know, kind of chilling and hanging out. Well, they basically gave the NPCs the non-playing characters, like the people in the other cars, the people selling shit and stuff like that. They're not actually playing games as part of the computer. They gave them life. They can make decisions. They can go places in the games. That means every day you go into the game, you're going to experience something different and new. These people, if you were to go in here and follow one of these NPCs around, they're literally doing a fucking job and stuff, doing 9 to 5s and things, which I think is just wild. Even when you're not looking. Did you get what I'm saying? But they're claiming.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Yeah, that's the type of shit I like, though.
Well, I mean, you have civilians that can be smarter and escape you and run away from you, or fight you back, or use weapons that they currently normally don't use, and it's not a script; it's native. They're claiming that there's been over a 200% or 200x improvement for the NPCs. So I mean,
Okay, hold on a second. I see a rabbit hole that this is gonna that some people can go down on this. You realize that because we've lost our human interaction, they're now making the most realistic style world so that we can be trained on how to be able to socially interact and do the things that we're thinking in our head but would never do out in public.
yeah.
I mean, this is a whole new version of the Purge. Let's have a civil war through a video game.
You can. I mean, you can. If you can, I mean, you can do all kinds of crazy shit in here. I mean, the like I said, it's monitoring. Like this system alone monitors your current speed, the traffic that's in a town that's going on, and everything else that you might go to. The density, which means how many people are in there. Let's say there's, I don't know, 20,000 in Miami or something. Well, this thing is keeping track of 20,000 people plus you. The weather conditions, it's keeping track. I mean, because there's real weather conditions in here. Like when it rains, it sees you pop off of you. When the water, when the rain hits the water, there's fucking vibrations and shit. There's waves. There's going to be hurricanes that come through in this game. I mean, there's caution level, there's aggressiveness and personality. So each of these people can have 200 plus personalities that you encounter.
Wow, AI has really played a big part in this.
Oh yeah,
there's no way a human could compile this.
Oh no, this AI, this is some master AI stuff. That's what I'm saying is this game will redefine everything.
Yeah, it sounds like it will. Like I thought you were just being hysterical, but no, like there's some shit that you're talking about. It's like I've always wanted it, but it's never been. Because you know what it'd be like to play a football game like that. To go, because my favorite part of the Madden that they changed it is now you get to like follow a guy like from his senior year in high school, get drafted, and go through the process.
Or just live a real life, go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you only get so much. You don't get to do very much off the field stuff, which I wish they would add into that, so that you could actually like go around and see what it's like to be an NFL star, like all of the different work and stuff like that you have to do, other than just pushing buttons and seeing a fucking 2D graphic. It would be nice for that. But it just like imagine that gets transferred over into a sports game. Like I would pay $300 to do something like that because that would be a game that I could play forever because I get to be me, my own character, and I get to go play for whatever team and maybe start over and do it with a different team or whatever.
Now the other thing, they're doing AI generated interiors. Now, this is a progressive assembly of unique building interiors. Like, so let's say me and you're playing the game. You're playing the game at your house, I'm playing the game at my house. And I say, well, if you had a house. But and let's say we say, okay, well, we're both going to go in. Well, we're both going to go in this room or this building. Well, that building's going to look different to you than it is to me, because the system is designing its own personal thing around you. It's your own simulation. So
that is cool.
So it's going to make streaming interesting, because, and you'll see this a lot, because people don't understand these patterns. You're going to, if you watch streams, you're going to see people playing streams, and they're going to go and they're going to, they're going to be playing, and you're going to have another guy or another woman that's playing, and another woman, and so forth, and all of them's going to be fucking different. Like, I mean, you're not going to be able to get a walkthrough for this game other than the little parts. So I mean,
it keeps it challenging.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got to have a sequence of events that's got you to complete in order to complete the game. I mean, every game has, like, here is your quest.
Yeah, but they might be formed differently for, like, me than you. They might be like, okay, this is what you need to do, but I mean, but it doesn't mean you beat the game. Like, because that's the other thing. You could play straight through, like Dead Red Redemption. You can play straight through both of those games and still have shit to do in the game. There's people that still play in the other one for like 13 or 14 years that haven't done everything, because some of the puzzles and conspiracies and shit like that are so fucking complex. And that's the same with GTA 5. There's still a few mysteries out there on GTA 5 people haven't solved yet. So, like there's a whole group of people that go in there to try to figure out this stuff, and the stuff the stuff that's set up just for them, and the random player encounters is fucking wild. And there's fast simulations and virtualization with sparse fluid and fluid dynamics on 3D surfaces. This is something that is going to break video games. I mean, this is what makes the water real, like the underwater real, or like a car hood at a high-speed chase that flips over and leaves a blood trail. I mean, puddles forming, stuff like that, stuff you don't see in video games. Even down to breaking glass. You have never seen glass break in a video game that looked real. Now you will. It will look real, exactly real. And they figured out the graphics problems. That was wild. I mean, they have stuff lined up for PC users, but PC don't get their game for over a year now. I mean, it goes on and on. Oh. And there's world streaming and asset loading. They have, you know how you used to have to wait for a video game to load and all that stuff. Now you don't have to.
What do you mean you don't have to?
Like, you flip the game on and you're there.
No, it's got to be always running in the background.
Well,
is this a PC game or is this a console game?
It's all three, but the PC comes later because Rockstar likes a double dip. I gotta go check on somebody real quick. I'll be right back. I mean, holler that. I'm coming. Hold on.
Well, I forgot I get to talk. Hi, I'm Friar Tuck. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm the stoner on the other end of the phone. I cover on my channel, the Epoch of Friar Tuck. I cover homeless education, policy, and survival. Right now, I'm actually doing something that most people don't talk about, which is I'm talking about homeless prevention. There's multiple things that you could or may need to do in order to prevent homelessness. But right now I'm attacking the economic side of it because that's usually the place where most people start. Once you get financially unstable psychologically, it fucks with your head, and the more instability you have, people tend to break down, and that's kind of what sends them down that path. Especially if you just lost a job. So, anyways, I'm actually covering a little bit of homeless prevention. If you guys are interested. Plus, I had the today for my live stream. I had a we talked about Palantir, but I called it the tinfoil hat edition just because of like it's almost like something that you would expect from the 1930s Germany. You wouldn't expect it from the United States, especially some of the stuff that they're doing as they're implementing AI and all of the fucking the you got to realize like they're using AI on the battlefield. How many mistakes is it making because it's still in its infancy? They're using it in the legal system to be able to capture people, but then they're getting the wrong people because it's in its infancy, and they're using all the data that they have of yours, and they're putting it out there, and Palantir is the one that gets to hold that data and process it, and they're creating these algorithms for each of these agencies, everything from Homeland Security to your local police department, so that they can use that as more like a predictive algorithm to let them know who they need to look at and who they don't. So, if you're in my lifestyle as a nomad, this puts you in a hairy position because now AI is being used, being integrated with all of your data. See, they generally only had it where like you had to have a human that did it, and it was compartmentalized. But once you start merging the data and putting it into AI, it becomes way more dangerous because it can do work at 1,000 times the pace of a human being, and it can sift through all that data so much quicker and come out with probabilities and stuff like that real quick. So that's what makes it scary. I mean, they've always had our stuff, but they've never really. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, I'm at 13%. They've never really had our uh, uh they've never had the ability to process our data the way that they are now with AI and all of that stuff. So
I,
they're calling them nexuses. You back?
yeah, I'm back. Well, no, I thought there was one thing that was called a nexus. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
no, that's actually the next. Okay, so what they're doing is they're saying, okay, so this nexus, the nexus is basically the compilation of all the data for the predictive algorithm. So, the ICE has their Nexus database. Homeland Security has their Nexus database because it's a compilation of possible suspects. So in Woodburn, Oregon, I mean, it's basically a little Mexico. Nobody really speaks much English there. You're not going to see very many white people. So Portland PD or something like that, or the police officers sent ICE to fucking Woodburn. Well, they were just going by, just checking every single license plate and just fucking random because the AI just sent them there and said, "This is a hot spot. Good luck."
You know, you're going to get to do that in the game, though.
And do what?
You're going to be able to. There's going to be stuff like ice and all that
Oh
stuff
dear
in there.
God.
Yeah.
Well, people can act out their liberal or fascist or anarchist fantasies until one day they get tired of simulating it and then they go do the real thing.
Well, I mean, it is a simulation. I mean, for sure, it is a simulation. Um, and
Yeah, but it's still if it's a simulation, that means it's a game.
I
That
know.
means that there's an objective. What is the objective in the simulation?
Well, anybody would tell you that it's for them to have fun, but I don't, to do whatever it
No,
is
it's
they
to
do.
experience.
Yeah, I mean, you go.
I I say it's to experience because through the experience you gain knowledge and wisdom, and that's actually what allows you to progress because through experience you evolve.
Now, They're really pushing in like now they don't have multiplayer set up for this yet. They have the old multiplayer running, but they don't have a multiplayer for this now, and I'm sure they will because they one of the patents they did, which was weird, they did a online session management seamless merge and splitting patent, which means that when you go like online, everything is the same as it would be on your console. I think I don't know, but
Either that, or when you split from playing with a friend, you can seamlessly split from them.
well, I mean, well, that's kind of what I have here. It's like GTA's online most persistent complaint was the long loading times between sessions and dead servers at certain times of day. The architecture solves both. You know, if you join a friend session, say you join mine or I join yours, and we transition from like between regions of this place to online, it doesn't. You know, the world never feels empty and artificially overcrowded, and you know there's a framing, and they're putting anti cheats in the game as well. Um,
Well, yeah, just by the randomness that makes it an anti-cheat.
well, I know, but they got specific stuff because there's been a lot of complaints about anti cheats. Um,
Good. That means you can actually play an honest game for once.
you know, if you look at the infrastructure, not the features, you're looking at cities that don't expose repetition over time. So those cities are always different when you go to, like in real life. When you go to a city, it's not the same over and over again, which is really cool because you have a immersive game. I mean, like this is the perfect game to be laid up if you're sick or whatever, and you know you just need to get away. You know, honestly, I mean, like I said, it's dropping in 4 months, and for like people who need to get away and people who need a vacation, they can take a total recall vacation for $100. And I mean, literally, you can go in here and do this, and then they can come back, and it will be different, and you know, but the same. You know, it will be real. You know, the physics will be real. The online experience will be real. The games, the people, the things. Um, did you ever see Westworld?
No.
Oh, no, not the old one or the new one.
No.
Okay, Westworld was a series, a book that was written, and basically these rich people created these robots, and you were able to go in there in real life and act out your fantasies, whatever they were, like Old West. You could do anything you wanted to, murder, whatever.
I think that sounds kind of like carbon fiber.
Kind of same premise, except it's an actual park like Disneyland.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And there's two. One come out in the '60s, and then HBO did a version of it, which was kind of cool to begin with. But yeah, this is kind of what that reminds me of. That's the kind of feelings that I get. Now, you got family in Florida. You spent time in Florida. What's the weird shit you've heard about down there? Like
Well, I
urban
mean,
legends and things.
um, there's a dude that does shorts. He's the one that shows the frozen iguanas falling out and fucking all that other shit. Honestly, he does the best of explaining what Florida's like. I mean, they hate the tourists. Tourist season is worse than storm season. Um, it's true. Like, unless the Waffle House is closed, there's nothing to worry about. Um, You
I,
have stupid shit like a guy trying to rob a fucking bank with a banana and then ask for like $242 because that's how short he is on rent.
I mean, you gotta think about something now. And we're talking about GTA. GTA 6 is Florida's real world setting. Okay,
Oh, have fun.
literally they went through there, they scanned everything, and they made it the same. They took everything that was there, they put it in here, and just to be honest, Florida is a mistake.
You know what's gonna be funny though? I want to know if because if it drops below 65 degrees or below 70 degrees, people have their puff jackets on there. I want to see if they actually if the weather gets cold like in like late November, early December when it gets down in like the mid 60s if people are wearing their fucking puff jackets.
Now, this is one thing I haven't been able to confirm yet, but a lot of people agree with me, and we think that the weather in GTA 6 is tied to Florida's weather. So when they're having weather issues, they'll be having weather issues in GTA 6.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. But you really need to understand what Florida is, and they made a game about it. And just
Florida is the ass pit of the fucking South. It's
yeah,
basically there's a kid AJ Wilkerson. He's a fucking comedian. He's from Central Florida. He'll explain to you what inbreeding is.
I mean, you have Florida. It's a limestone platform hovering just above sea level. It's threaded through freshwater aquifers and saltwater intrusions, which is water all over the place, and there's water all over the place in this game. It's held together it's held together by coral and ancient marine sediment. Then you got the Everglades.
It's basically a giant. Oh yeah, that's the Everglades. Fucking Florida Trail goes through the Everglades, but the thing is until you get up near the Panhandle, it doesn't fucking solidify. It's basically nothing but swamps and fucking marshlands that they and to make the cities habitable, they had to fucking like fill up all of these fucking marshlands. And when you go around in all the cities, you have these big old fucking water catchers because when it rains, these fucking things fill up like giant lakes, and here comes the fucking alligators and shit.
I know, and that's what I'm talking about. In this game, you have a 50-mile wide, slowly moving, 100-mile long river of grass. And it occupies a southern third of the state. It's not a swamp. It's a lake. We're talking about the Everglades here. It's a river. Moving so slowly, you can't see it move. It's full of fucking alligator, snake, evasive Burmese python that top 18 feet long. And these motherfuckers are in the game.
Oh yeah, you wanna fucking take a risk of your life? Go play in the jungles of South Florida.
Well, I'm sure you'll have to go down there. I'm sure you'll have to go down there. Like in the game, they'll send you down there for something.
Who?
In the game, you play in the game, they're going to send you down there for something in the game. Like it's going to be part of the quest line or whatever. You'll have to go to the friggin' Everglades and or whatever they call it in the game and.
Oh, dude, there's probably a lot of fucking dope camps out there.
That's in the game, too. I mean, the only thing we have seen so far as of animals, we've seen birds. We have seen the fucking alligator. But they've not shown us the snakes yet. No one's talked about the snakes. No one has talked about and I'm letting that out today. There are snakes in this video game. There's big snakes in this video game.
Have you played it?
Huh? No, it's not out yet. It's not out not out yet officially. It comes out in 4 months. But like I said, when I was working on this, like I said, I was working on this cancer thing, and I got to talk to some very interesting people that are where they should be, in a sense. I don't want to get them fired. So. But they told me some very interesting things about the video game, and I couldn't be any more excited about it.
Yeah,
and that's what I was talking about when it comes. Like I said, the snake is in here. I know we know the alligators in here from the thing. We know what the people do. We know how the models are run. We know how the weather is. We know how big the place is. We know what you're going to experience. And like Florida has some very unforgiving weather, so you're going to have to experience that in the game.
Unforgiving how?
Well, I mean, like rain. When it rains, it rains. I mean,
Rain, but it only rains for maybe an hour or two, and then it fucking dries up, and you fucking dry up because it's always so fucking hot. So
yeah.
the rain isn't that bad.
Well, I mean, unless you're in some of the other parts, there's spots down there like in the Everglades, they're like horrid and horrible. I did not like Florida, man. No, no, sir, not to live there. I didn't like Florida. Florida is. I don't understand why people go down there to retire or used to.
Oh, dude, if you get in, like I got into Florida through my business because I was thinking about opening a second location there, and I'm just, yeah, Florida is got some cool stuff. It's mostly Miami. That's the whole vain thing. How much money do you have? And that's kind of what draws people to the fucking states to the first place.
But be honest, it was the old people nudist colonies that drove you in, wasn't it?
The old people nudist colonies?
Yeah.
No, it was fucking. I love going to my BNI group because you got people like Southerners are assholes, but they're polite. They're polite assholes, but every once in a while they'll throw you a fucking bone. And it's really nice. Like when a Floridian throws you a fucking bone, it's usually a golden bone.
Yeah, more like someone showing you a fucking pineapple, telling you to come on over.
Uh, no, I never. I know that right down the road from us, we had that shit going on. Like, because the senior community has the largest concentration of VD out of all the different age groups.
I know.
And most of them
I
are getting
have.
it from these 20-year-old girls.
I know some people, some elderly women that transferred down to Florida, and one day I got a message on my phone, and they're like Denny, and the other one was like son, because I don't know why she used to call everybody son. One sent me a picture of a pineapple. She's like, why are all these people obsessed with pineapples for? Why are they hanging them on their doors? And I had to call her and explain they were swingers.
Oh yeah, once they reach a certain age, like fucking Florida's where you go for indulgence. Florida is all about vanity and like how nice you look and how good you do and all that other stuff. Like, you realize how much media is out of Florida. Like, some of your top YouTubers are in Florida. Some of your top media companies are out of Florida. Florida is basically the LA or the Hollywood of the East Coast as far as, for the South goes.
Now, a lot of people don't realize that there's a place in Florida, that there's a town down there that it's bought and operated by Scientology. And it is,
Really?
yeah, and it is the most surveyed place on the planet. There's cameras everywhere, people walking around in black suits. I mean, not black, well, like business suits and stuff like that. Seeing the women are very rare. It's not very a tourist thing. If you come into town, you get followed around. And like I said, it's pretty big. And they had like the Scientology headquarters there.
There's still fucking counties and cities because I had a guy that owned property was telling me about it. He got hit by the hurricane. That's why he was in Gainesville. But it's like if you are black, they move you to one side of a town. They keep it very small. Like the racism and fucking and burnings and fucking hangings still happen in Florida.
Oh yeah, some parts more so in Georgia. But I mean, when it comes to that, I mean, there used to be a sign in Georgia when you was coming down there. It was on a billboard, and it said "Welcome to Hell." The only other time I saw a sign like that on a billboard was when I was younger. and we took a wrong turn, and we went through a bad part of Winston. I didn't know it was that bad locally. But yeah, now one of the cryptids, and this is a Florida apex unknown predator. It's called the skunk ape. You're hearing it tonight for the first time that the skunk ape is in GTA 6. I'm going to say that again.
I've never heard of that.
The skunk ape is in GTA 6. I have confirmed it. And this is one of the most famous cryptids in Florida. It's, there's also panthers, by the way. Just let me throw that out there. But, you know, there's these weird things you're going to
encounter. They're up near the panhandle, though.
Also manatees, you know, shit like that. But
dude, they've got some of the most beautiful beaches you've ever seen, too.
Now, but you know, like I said, Florida's most famous cryptid is the skunk ape. The skunk ape is called that because it smells profoundly, offensively, unmistakably. Witness smell rotting eggs or stagnant swamp water. There's your biological warning system goes off. So that means your character will suddenly be affected by something that's going on. The character itself the creature itself is bipedal. It's around 6 to 7 feet tall. It's covered in reddish brown dark hair. And people in Florida describe the fur as thick and matted. The movements are very fast, faster than a human, more fluid. And there are clusters of them in the Everglades. And the Big Cypress Natural Preserve. So you're going to see this ape thing in GTA 6. You will encounter it. You will come up on it. Anyway, I wish I could show the picture. I do. I can't read the letter. All right, I need to skip over that. That might get him in trouble. There's also like a little headquarters down there that you can go to. It's down in off a trail in Florida. You can also the trails are in there in the game. You know, like the trail you use coming up through Florida.
Yeah, the Florida Trail.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in the game.
That's cool. Well, yeah, basically they map the whole fucking state. So if it's an open world, open map, if you want to go hide for a while, go fucking hide in the Everglades on the Florida Trail.
Well, I'm saying is
it's Big Bend.
I know, you know, like the point is it's interactive. Now there's when you get down to Key West, you can encounter something a little spooky. And I know you guys have heard about it. You've heard about, it's got a different name in the game. But you're going to find something that looks a lot like Robert the Doll. Robert the Doll is the most terrifying thing in Florida folklore. But it probably isn't. But anyway, it's in the game, though. It's a supernatural element they stuck in there. There's a museum down there. And this is in Key West. If you find it, you'll find this in Key West. Or whatever they're calling Key West. But I'm told that being around Robert, or taking Robert, or anything of that nature will cause a lot of bad shit to happen to you. And was told there's a quest around it. I'm not sure. But spooky doll, spooky puppet, doing spooky shit in a simulation game. So just keep that in mind. You know, what if you piss off, and they said that if you piss off the NPCs and stuff, they will mess with you and follow you around. So what if you piss off a ghost? What if you piss off one of these cryptids? I mean, think about it. You have fucking Robert the doll chasing you down through fucking an open world.
No. What you've got is you've got Karen following you around, calling the cops on you every time she sees you.
Yeah.
You know how fucking disruptive that would be.
You better game up for it. I mean, 'cause like I said, the game is yeah, yeah. Now the coral castles are down there, which would be very cool to go look at.
Oh no! If you're gonna go do something, go to St. Augustine and look at the look at the that's the oldest city in America. It's the first city in America, and there's the oldest fucking the oldest alley in America, or oldest street in America. Sorry. And they had something. They made something out of the local seashells that was completely impenetrable by cannonballs, and they would just bounce off. I forget what it's called, but it takes like years to make.
Oh, I know what
I
you're.
got St. Augustine. It's on the way to Jacksonville, anyways.
I don't know if we get kicked offline or okay. We went back online. Okay, cool. Um, no, it's not an updated version of GTA 5. It's something new. It's a lot different than what people think it is. It's unlike anything you've ever played. Um, Mark my words, you'll find out. And there is another trailer coming. I don't know if that matters to somebody, but if you look around, you'll find the coral castles on some of the data with GTA, and you ought to go look it up. It's this massive place that has ties to the fucking pyramids. They said the dude was a nut job. And then there is a place that you will go in there and you will find, and it's in. I know everyone's heard about it, but the old stories about the there's a cave out there and it has the what do you call it? Fuck. It's supposed to grant whoever immortality. No, there was literally a French guy came over here and they claim they found it and everything else. But anyway, there's a cave. There's supposed to be a spring down there, and you're supposed to be able to drink it and get immortality. I think it's one of the ways that they use to create like to give your character like a temporary boost or a temporary part of immortality. I have to go back and look exactly what he said, but I know the story he was talking about. We talked about it a long time ago. But there's another thing that you will find, and it's in Port St. Lucie. It's called the Devil's Tree, and you got to go out and you got to find it. You're going to see butterflies, believe it or not, and then there's a tree out there called the Devil's Tree. And this is where two murders happen, and they claim that there's a whole bunch of supernatural and other things. And if you go out there and you try to drive by it, your car will stop, and God knows what. But anyway, I know the tree is in the game. I know that there is some weird stuff surrounded around the tree and around the root system. So it might be something to check out if you do go play the game. Now, there's supposed to be a town down there you can go to that everyone in there is psychic, so that they'll basically know everything you're going to do. And so that will probably be the Karens calling the cops on you. I think it's called Cassandra. Yeah, actually, I don't have a lot of information about that. And there's one old town full of fucking ghosts. And I don't know if you ever heard about the St. Augustine monster.
No, not while I was there.
Yeah, apparently there's this. It's actually in the Smithsonian. It's this massive octopus-looking thing, and you get to encounter this in the game when you're out in the water. So that's the other thing no one's talking about. Like the physics, like you have this big ocean out there, and yeah, Fountain of Youth is what I was trying to think of. You have this big ocean out there, and Rockstar has pumped that ocean full of stuff for you to encounter, for you to come along with. I don't want to ruin that for people because I know people will go out there. You're gonna spend a lot of time on the water. And you're going to hear about the alligator named Two-Toed Tom. That's the one you see on the cover. His name is Two-Toed Tom. And I think you got to go fight that motherfucker at some point. But for tonight, that is all I'm going to say about GTA. I'm not going to go into the other stuff. I think I'll save the rest of that stuff for another night. But they have put an insane amount of work into this. The police radios are real. I mean, not real, but you know what I'm saying. They sound real. There's real-time surveillance. There's everything. So it's playing the game is going to be like you're in real life. And I think the people that are not coming around will eventually come around. Well, anyway, that's my video game rant, I guess, for tonight. Duck, you got anything? No?
That was perfect timing. Yeah, well, no, I was glad that you kept that going for just that long, because, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What the hell, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay, there's a delay. Anyways, no, that was perfect timing because I just got done taking Sam potty.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but I think that's I'm really impressed to see where they're going with this and what they're gonna do. I mean, it's gonna be a wild ride. Can you imagine in 5 years what video games are gonna be like?
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know, like every so often a video game comes along that creates a defining point in creation when it comes to video games. The reason people were following GTA is because GTA seemed to have those creation points. You know, and you'll have video games that come after it that will work off of the same engine or the same patterns or whatever, and they will create better video games. So when we see GTA 6 come out, we will get a taste of what new stuff will be on the horizon in front of us. And there's one thing I have noticed. All right, when GTA comes out, there is not a single other video game release. All of the video game makers and stuff are terrified. The month before, the calendar's full. But the month that GTA is released, no other video game will be released that month.
Why?
Everyone's scared because it's not going to do good. Because everybody's going to be buying GTA and playing GTA. So no one's going to be on the games. That's how they get rated.
Okay. So everybody's gonna do. So they just realized that is that game really that popular?
Oh yeah.
More popular than Madden?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's more popular than, like I said, GTA 6 is the most is the most everyone wants to play. Everyone's been waiting. I mean, it's been like 13 years, 14 years. See, what was it? How many years was it? I got it wrote down here. I had like a timeline that I was going to show, but I didn't do it. I don't know what to do with it. But the different times they were released and stuff. But it's like 12 or 13 years, I think.
Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it'd been that long because, like, That was the time like L.A. Noire came out too.
I like
Did
it.
you ever play that?
Yeah, I got a copy of it in there.
I hated that game. The ending pissed me off. That's how I found out who Rockstar was.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that Rockstar. Apparently, Rockstar has a reputation of giving you a non-Hollywood ending.
I can see that. I can see that.
You know, because at the end of L.A. Noire, you become the top cop, you have a scandal, and then you're fucking shot.
I thought there was different like different versions, like different. Um,
I don't know. Is that how yours ended?
I don't remember how mine ended.
I played it like 2 or 3 times because I was so pissed off. I was like, dude, something's got to change. Like, let me see if I can fix this. Nope.
Yeah, at 12 years and 9 months as of right now. And it is still in the top best-selling games on most platforms for any given month.
Wow.
That's GTA 5. So, can you imagine what GTA 6 is going to do?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, it was a popular game even when I was young. Because everybody liked the fact that you could rob people and beat them up. Which, that was kind of new back then.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going. I don't know how this is going to be perceived. Like, you know, as of May 2026, Rockstar has sold 230 million copies.
Basically, every American owns a copy.
Yes.
Or three.
Or three.
Yeah. Dude, Civilization, what is Civilization ranked at?
Do what now?
Sid Meier's Civilizations.
How many people's in Civilization?
No. How many, because that's actually considered one of Microsoft's most successful games.
Oh, wait a minute. How many copies of Civilization? Okay. Copies of...
As they come out with a new one about every 5 years now.
I'm looking. Cause I remember playing Civilization. I think we got a copy of Civilization in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole bottom rack under my TV is full of games. I'm gonna. Okay, Civilization franchise sold a total of 51 million copies. Civilization 1 sold 1.5 million. Civilization 2 sold 3 million. 3 sold 3 million. 4 sold 8 million. And Civilization 5 sold 11 million.
Yeah, but that's on PC only.
No, this is across console and PC.
Well, they only started bringing PC in console in when they brought the Xbox 360 out.
Yeah, I think that was like Civilization 5 and 4. Like that's when there was an increase. They went they jumped from 3 million to 8 million, 11 million. But yeah, they
I thought it was more popular than that.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty damn popular. Let's see, wait a minute.
I bought the board game twice.
Now, Fallout, it's another one of those you can kind of, every gamer or whatever knows, you know what Fallout is. And it only, as of 2020, the whole franchise only sold 55 million copies, and that is surprising. If if you compare it, yeah, like GTA, the full franchise sold 465 million copies. GTA 5 alone, not including the online, sold 230 million copies. And then you had Fallout, which sold around 55 plus million, and Civilization with 51. So, I mean, every single time GTA sells out 4-1, any time they drop something. So, I mean, this is why everyone knows this will be big. And I mean, that's the reason why everyone's fussing and moaning and bitching about it right now. I mean, you can't creak around the internet without hearing somebody complain about something they have no idea what's coming, what is really coming. It's just wild to me.
Well, I mean,
go ahead. I'm sorry. You're fine.
no, you're good. It baffles me. I thought that. Well, I didn't realize how big the fucking GTA franchise. I mean, I remember hearing. Wait, didn't it originally come out in the '90s?
Have a look. Release date. All of them. Now the GTA 6 will officially come out in 4 months and 20 days. You can already do pre-orders. Now, Grand Theft Auto, the very first one, come out in October 21st, 1997. And then there was an expansion, the London 1969, the London 1961, and then I never played the London ones. I think I should have though. And then there was Grand Theft Auto 2, which come out in 1999. And then
Yeah, I played the first two.
Yeah, and then there was number 3, which come out in 2001. And then San Andreas. San Andreas is when I started picking up, started playing. I never played the Game Boy. There was the Liberty Cities, the Vice City Stories, GTA 5, The Lost and the Damned, and all that come out in 2009, 2008, 2009, and then there was the Chinatown Wars, and yeah, that was 4, and then there was 5, and now 6 is coming out on November 19th, 2026. So, I mean,
That's a 30-year-old game.
It is. It is. I mean, it's survived that long. People like it that much. And, I mean, I wonder. I can't see in the future. I wonder. Maybe. I wonder how far it will go.
I mean, as long as you can beat up and rob people and not go to jail. I mean,
you go to jail. They can arrest you in this game.
Yeah, but not for real life. I mean,
oh,
it's a game. Honestly, it's like the video game version of The Purge.
You know what? What if we move into a part of history where, okay, now they are making it where your actions on the internet can have consequences. Like, you can go on there and you can do something and you can get arrested for it now. You can get sued or whatever. What if we get to a point in history where you're playing games and you can be arrested for the shit that you do in a fucking video game? How fucking bizarre will that be?
Like, explain to me how you could figure that one out. Like, what would have to happen for something like that to come about?
I don't know. I mean, they would have to be watching it and thinking that your mindset, let's say you go on there and you rob a bunch of people, so they would use that data as Orwellian prediction type stuff.
Okay, pre-crime.
Yeah,
you're
pre-crime.
Now predisposed because of it, Samantha? No.
Yeah, so I can see them doing that now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going into kind of like a little bit of a hybrid of Fahrenheit 451 too.
I mean, I'm wondering if we're getting this drop because we are
On the verge of wall TVs.
Well, no, it seems like they dropped something like this. When did we have COVID?
Um, March of 2020 is when we were fucking shut down.
There was something.
It started in 19.
Okay, was it? No, there was something that come out during COVID. It was. I don't think it was GTA, but there was something that come out. We didn't. I know it was GTA. We just went over the numbers, but there was something that come out during COVID that preoccupied a lot of people for a while, and I wonder if the reason they're dropping this when they're dropping this is because they want to keep us preoccupied, keep some of us preoccupied in the house and playing video games.
If you can zone out because you're just waiting for life to expire, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was some reason I thought. I gotta go look. I gotta go make sure. I'm gonna have to use the system. Let's see. When did I am pretty sure. Okay. Two 2020. What big game dropped in? There was a big game that dropped in 2020 right when all this happened. And it kept people preoccupied. Cyberpunk. That was it. Cyberpunk.
I don't even know the game.
Yeah, it was buggy as hell to begin with. They had a lot of problems, and it kind of like filled the gap with people. That's also the time that Assassin's Creed Valhalla come out, Black Ops Cold War, Final Fantasy remake, Doom External, Last of Us Part 2, and Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was the other big thing. It kept kids and stuff preoccupied while they were home. It sold 45 million copies.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, when certain things are getting ready to happen or whatever. Oh yeah, Flight Simulator come out too. The new Flight Simulator. But yeah, it seems like when certain things, like when games and stuff drop, that there's these things happen. So I wonder what might happen in November 19th, 2026.
We declare war on Russia.
I don't know.
Now go play your video games, and we're gonna make it like Ender's Game.
Well, yeah. Well, at least it gives you something to do, something to preoccupy yourself with. But guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. I got to go check on my kid. My old lady's still sick. She was going to go to the hospital today, but she decided not to. I probably should have made her.
You should make her go to the hospital at least. How many days has it been?
We're going on 6 now.
Okay. Has she so they usually wait till 10. Is she still doing like the vomiting and everything?
Well, no. Well, she started vomiting again today. She hadn't been vomiting. She was just going to the bathroom a bunch.
Was she drinking any milk?
Oh no milk. That would make her sick.
Yeah, no dairy.
She can't have no coffee. Apparently, she can't. She's. I've been. She wanted some ginger ale, but like I said, she wasn't holding it down too good. So I made her take a stomach pill. It stops vomiting, and she's got some prescribed. And I told her to start drinking Coke. I made her dinner, but she's not eat yet. And
She needs to eat some rice.
I'm gonna try to get her to eat something good tonight. So we'll see how she does.
Get her take her to fucking Chinese and get her some sweet and sour chicken with some fried rice.
No, she's more of a lo mein girl, I think.
Okay, well, get her something with plus fried rice.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a good idea. I might go do that tomorrow, or might go.
You might want to do that because the thing is it's got to get into her system enough to start having effect. So it's going to take a couple days.
But I've been loading her up with vitamins and everything else that way none of that gets messed up. So, but I don't know. I'm gonna go check on her and go check on the kid. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Maybe we'll figure out something fun. But thanks for sticking around and listen to us ramble. And if you're not excited about the game, I hope you will be eventually.
Talk to you later, man.
All right, man.